Hey guys, I was browsing through YouTube and I noticed a bunch of these bug out vehicle videos, and I noticed a couple people, or a few people on there, have a lot of really impractical ideas for their bug out vehicles. So this video is pretty much going to be my run through of the basic checklist of what you should be looking for when you buy your bug out vehicle. Alright, so first on the list is this vehicle needs to be able to just get you where you need to go, and maybe be useful once you get there. I mean, that's obviously what the whole idea behind this thing is. And it needs to be able to carry all of your people, however many people there are. You could be 1, could be 6. Like this truck that I'm going to show you guys later that we just purchased. So it's 6 people, so that's everybody who we need to bring with us. Needs to be able to haul your gear and a nice temporary shelter, whether that be you think you need just a regular tent, or like a canvas tent or a hard-sided shelter. It's really gonna depend on where you are and basically what time of year you think you might be having to bug out. Second of all, the vehicle has to be reliable enough that you trust it going both maybe a long distance and beating it up a little bit off-road, because chances are roads might not be totally easily used once you're trying to bug out. If a lot of people have the same idea, imagine no highways anywhere. Simple. Kind of like this truck here. This is an 86. You don't want electronics wired up to your car. You don't want any kind of like fuel management systems and all that, because you blow the wrong fuse and you're screwed. You're a sitting duck. And you just need to keep it simple, old, and that's the way to go. It doesn't have to be pretty, and actually it's probably better that it isn't pretty or flashy or good looking, because when you're bugging out, you don't want to be drawing attention to yourself. Because, you know, that could result in people wanting what you have. You just don't want attention drawn at all, really. One of the main huge things that I noticed a lot of people are overlooking is the benefits of a diesel engine, like this truck. Diesel is just better in gas than so many ways. You got multiple fuel sources. If you get an old enough, like this truck, although this truck does have one flaw, but old enough, as old as possible, old enough diesel, you don't need electricity to run it. So whether you're bugging out and say, I mean, this is pretty extreme, but say there's an EMP from some kind of bomb or something, which, you know, I know that's pretty radical to think about, but it's always out there as a possibility. Your diesel will be the only thing on the road that's still running, if you get it good enough and old enough and no electricity. Now the problem with this diesel is that the fuel cutoff is electronic for when you turn the key off, but that is easily fixed with some kind of shut-off thing between the fuel lines, and just run it somewhere into the cab here. That way you lose your electricity, you just pull some kind of cable and whatnot, shut off your engine. And diesels are compression engines, so you don't need a starter, an alternator, or your battery to start it. Just push start it. And there's the other benefit, is having a 4-speed or 5-speed, just a manual transmission. You can always use, pump the clutch, just start it like that. Granted, this truck might be a little hard to push, but It's still possible. I mean, if you have any more questions about why and whatnot, just comment. That sort of stuff. Nextly, four-wheel drive, I mean, it's pretty fairly obvious, but, I mean, because chances are, you're not going to be on the road all the way to where you want to get, so, just four-wheel drive. And huge modifications are not necessary whatsoever. Like, huge, like, 6-inch lifts and big balloon tires that I notice a lot of people here in the States like to put on their cars. I personally think it's kind of pointless and a waste of money, but, I mean, just, sure, lifts are okay, just don't make it so that your car's going to flip over if you hit the wrong bump. And, I mean, yeah, you get bumpers and lights and all those kind of stuff, and which will bring me on to the next thing, lights. It'd be nice to get some HIDs or LEDs that are waterproof. That would be an awesome benefit.